Hey, happy Sunday. How you doing? How y'all doing? Hey, hey, hey. So listen. First. So listen, we got to follow up on that Bartlett raid, federal raid, feds. About them facts. Yeah, with that raid, what they was going in there for, how many people was arrested, what they got, what the neighbors had to say. Now you know, they ain't said what color they was, but them folk don't want their face shown. They said, let me tell you, telltale sign. They said they was having parties and lines of folk over there at least 3 times a week. Loud music and, you know, they done took them block parties and house parties to Bartlett. Yeah, you know them folk ain't going for that. And you know the homeowner. And you just renting. Oh, okay. Thanks. Y'all know I was tickled, right? Also, I saw the Memphis cat, another one of them block parties. He said they done got hot all of a sudden, big time. Somebody got popped at a block party last night, y'all. We gonna talk about that. So let me move right along, because Auntie B got stuff she got to do today. I want some grilled salmon. I want some salmon. Let me say it like that. Salmon. Yes, indeed, Auntie. Yes, I need that glow. I mean, you know, I'm finna have a summer vacation, so I need my glow. Healthy skin, you know what I mean? Yes, indeed. So this is the nice house in the nice neighborhood that they pulled up on the other morning. No, ain't no rims. I see a Cadillac, but I don't see no rims, y'all. So, So when I saw that vet the other day, I was like, now you already know. But I don't know. Let's listen. Now this is the neighbor's hands, y'all, who don't want his face to be shown. Because he don't want no problems. Because it's about that house. This is the neighborhood, Wassa Cove. Like 5 smoke bombs they threw in that house.
But says they rented the house and several people lived in there, including children.
And they have their parties. It's every Monday and Friday.
Oh, they partied every Monday and Friday. So they done came into this neighborhood, rented a house, and throwing parties 2 or 3 times a week. And cars and stuff be lined all up and down and around their little street. Just taking over. Oh, okay.
Down the street. And, I mean, we don't say much about it because we don't want to cause any trouble.
The neighbor tells.
So with all of that activity going on, you reckon some of them folk somebody done called somebody to put an eye on them folk? Or could they have already been under surveillance and moved over here? No, but let's listen from the beginning to the end, because there's more to this story. Y'all do know that, right? Right. Parties at least 2 or 3 times a week ever since they've been there. Cars and stuff lined all up and down the street. Whole bunch of folk was detained and vehicles was yeah. Oh, they just messed up that yard, didn't they?
Now that neighbor tells us that the FBI came to his door and told him they got who they came for, but again, we reached out to the FBI and have not.
Can I ask you something, good people? You tea sippers, you smart, intelligent tea sippers. Did they go to everybody, though? And let everybody know that they got who they was looking for? Why just him? And who were they looking for?
To see what was happening, they saw FBI vehicles and people with guns. Hello, I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg is off tonight. What a scene it was on Wasser Cove and Bartlett. Our WREG's Ashley.
Yeah, Stephanie, well, we can't tell you for sure why the FBI showed up to Wasser Cove this morning. We reached out to them several times, but never heard back. But what we can tell you is neighbors are shaken up about what they saw happen there this morning. On making its way
Can y'all
to
hit the
this
like
home
button?
in Wasser Cove, immediately followed by dozens of armed men, guns drawn.
You hear, this is FBI. Anybody on Wasser Cove, stay in your house.
This is what this neighbor who wishes.
So they got on that loudspeaker and said, anybody on that street, stay in the house. Do not come out. Oh, wow. But when it was all over, they went to one person's door. Okay.
You hear, this is FBI. Anybody on Wasser Cove, stay in your house.
This is a neighbor who wishes to remain anonymous out of concern for his safety. Tells us he woke up to just before 8 this morning.
It sounded like a little automatic weapon at first, just pop, 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 and there was everybody out there shooting. And it kind of scared us. I didn't, you used to expect to see holes in your windows, but we didn't.
He says about 15 flashbangs were set off into the home next door. You can see the smoke in the surveillance video. He didn't know the neighbors well, he tells us, but says they rented the house and several people lived in there, including children.
They have their parties. It's every Monday and Friday and sometimes Saturdays, but they always have a big party, always. And it runs up and down the street. And, we don't say much about it because we don't want to cause any trouble.
The neighbor tells us at least 15 people were taken from the home during the FBI raid today, along with multiple vehicles and boxes of belongings from inside. We knocked on the door, but no one answered. And the neighbor tells us
they always have a big party, always. And it runs up and down the street. And, we don't say much about it because we don't want to cause any trouble.
The neighbor tells us at least 15 people were taken from the home during the FBI raid today, along with multiple vehicles and boxes of belongings from inside. We knocked on the door, but no one answered. And the neighbor tells us he hopes this is the end of the trouble.
I know we got a lot of kids in this neighborhood, and it's just not safe like that. And I was just glad it was pretty much over with now.
Now that neighbor tells us that the FBI came to his door and told him they got who they came for. But again, we reached out to the FBI about his lawn. The FBI also told him that they plan to cover any damages made from their armored vehicle. For now, reporting live.
So they was looking for someone in particular. They went to the neighbor and said, we got who we was looking for. I don't understand how he got that courtesy and no one else did. That's interesting to me. So it's like, did he call the people? Did he recognize them? I mean, we're going to have to revisit this. Y'all do know that because there's more to this. And who are the 15 people and why they ain't announced them? And overnight, a brother shot his sister in Whitehaven. That was breaking news. Apartment complex off of Haven Court. Ain't that first 48 Mullins? So a brother and sister was shot. One has passed and one is fighting for their life. This was last night though, so I don't know what the update is. But first 48 on there? Because the title says brother shoots sister at Whitehaven apartment complex. So who shot the brother? Lieutenant Mullins? Oh, so both of them were juveniles. So how did they get the gun? What is that about? Oh my.
We do not know the motive for the shooting, and police did tell us, however, that the girl who was shot, she was taken to the hospital in extreme critical condition.
And this is the guy who was shot at the and killed at the block party. Spring Valley T something. Let's listen. He goes by Spring Valley TK. So he was shot and killed in front of his homies. Block party.
Party or whatever, man. Block parties, it has become a slick trend around Memphis or whatever, man. We all see AOB, you know what I mean, 1152. Those guys, they threw a block party on Tate, and ever since then, the whole city has been throwing big block parties. I just think this the first, party where, someone was shot and killed. They started posting out of nowhere. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to him. People saying the city messed up behind, the typical things. And of course, the ops, they were ready to start trolling, you know what I mean? Post saying block party over, you know what I mean? They laughing at them, all type of crazy stuff. And I can only imagine how the friends and family feel about this. Now, take on this situation is, bro, if you know you out here going hard in these streets, or you at a party, or
Absolutely. Let me rewind that.
situation is, bro, if you know you out here going hard in these streets, or you a name in these streets, or they did dirt in these streets, why are you at a party or
out in the open?
Anything of that nature?
Now, I happen to agree. If you know you out there like that, why are you just going to be out in the open? Just out like that. Anybody to come spraying. And y'all know how y'all get down. They just not going to come up on you and let you, go tit for tat with them with a gun. They just going to spray it down. That don't make no sense to me. You got to start even thugs got to have to start making wise choices, smart decisions. Y'all just inviting all y'all ops. Y'all giving them a time. I mean, if this ain't dropping a location, I don't know what it is. It's showing all of the crew who gonna be there. If you know better, do better. and live to see another day. Stop letting everybody know where you are. Yo. Until next time, y'all. Until next time. About them fashions. I'm just too outdone. I can't go in right now because, I got some things going on and about to be in the kitchen. But I'll be back for sure. Hit the like button.